big factor.
Yeah. This is certainly an experience come down to it. So here we go, Mojo. 2 E50Ms coming out for Navi here on the attack with 4 Batchats and a T54. In return, Tornado Energy going with 5 Batchats, a TVP and a T49.
Well, interesting here is like this is the far best map for Navi. And it's really daring from Tornado to challenge them here, but I guess they wanted to get it done with on a start.
And look at this, no hesitation at all for Navi as they're straight away taking the middle area, pushing up really hard. They are spotted with their 3 Batchats, Strike, Lasha and Anatoch. They're going over, Strike being focused here, Mojo. He's taking a lot of damage, Lasha now taking damage. They're trying to climb up on the hill. Anatoch taking a huge amount of damage as well, and there's not a single shot going back into Tornado Energy right now. What is Navi doing? This is hyper-aggressive from them, and they're being punished so hard for it.
Tornado actually expecting something like this. You can see by this position of these mediums in the back. They are all set up to just do the crossfire on Navi. But Navi is still gaining the ground. If Tornado doesn't take out more of them, they will actually lose ground and they will be in a problem.
Lasha picking up the kill there on Near You, and now Tornado needing to reposition themselves as Diador drops down behind Rhino. You've got Neski right beside him at T49 waiting to get a shot. As Nuclear now gets the kill on Anatoch. So Navi have dropped 2 of their Batchats. Tornado Energy have only lost 1 of their Batchats. They still have the positional advantage right now, but Griffin is now being focused on the back line. He's down 126 health. 1 more shot and he's going to go down. Navi are able to guess out where he is, and Navi look like they might be taking control back of this round.
This is what I said, like they are actually gaining ground and they still have more HP here. So this is a problem now because Tornado has 2 mediums that are down on the lower level, and Griffon on 1 shot here in bushes. He can take a random shot any moment of the game.
Navi here sitting 2k HP above them. You can see the blind shots coming out here from Lasha trying to find Griffin. This is very dangerous from him. Griffin's trying to shoot back out as Rhino goes down to 1 shot now on Navi. Diador picking up the kill there on him, but Slide is now being shot on Navi as well. It is 4 guns to 6 here, and Tornado Energy have the guns, but they need to start making them work in their favour as Navi are trying to get control back. Lasha now, double kills, he gets 1 on server. This is still going to be right on the edge, but it looks like Tornado are starting to take back control now.
Nuclear is definitely the sore point for Navi. They need to kill him because he's spotting them all the time and making everything happen. Inspirer is really risking everything to go with it, and he's trying to get a hold now. I mean, Griffon, on that 1 shot, is actually a crucial player here for Tornado.
Griffin with 2 shots left in his clip. Can he get the shots here into Inspirer? He is spotted. He can get the shots. Inspirer, 26 health, still alive. Slide still alive on 6 health, but he goes down. Tornado Energy now in complete control here, and this looks like round 1 is going to be to them, Mojo.
It paid off to be patient a bit against Navi and not take the bite on the middle. They managed to recover. I mean, they did initial damage, and that was crucial because they took 1 or 2 guns early. They almost lost the game later, but still, Nuclear being well positioned below them and Griffon surviving on those 50 HP proved to be quite critical.
You can see Kerolite here dueling out against Diador. It's too little too late as Neski pops around here with the T49 shot to the face. Tornado Energy taking this round, but not taking it without taking a punishment as well. They have lost a lot of HP across the board, and it is on a knife edge. You can see Diador is on a 1 shot, Griffin is on a 1 shot. Still here again, look at this Inspirer trying to find Griffin. not
really
letting him
wants to kill him.
survive.
Well, this is not kind of the game that Inspire will be able to carry out. That's definitely not going to happen this time. 1-0 for Tornado, but this was defense, and it is expected that you pick up a defense on a cliff.
So aggressive though, so aggressive from Navi, just pushing middle like that. We've not seen that for quite a while on,
Well,
on Cliff.
that's what we expect, but obviously Tornado was not born yesterday. They've been around and they expected it also. You could really see it by the position of their tanks. That was not coincidence.
They saw it coming, it just didn't get enough, I guess, kills. I mean, they got a lot of damage at the start, but they only took 1 tank for it. And then, like you said, there was the back off, then the reloads, and then the re-engagement. That's generally what always happens with Cliff. You have that crazy exchange at the start, if the teams meet each other in the middle, then like the deep breath of the reloads, and then they're right back at it again.
It's like 2 boxers, you know, they go in a clash of series, then they move away from each other, measure like what they did, and they go at it again. At this particular exchange, Navi took the beating, but now they will be defending, and that's what I said. Like, I don't think that either of these will pick up 2-0 on Cliff.
It's like perhaps a headset swap going on here.
I think when I was listening to one of the interviews, one of the players was complaining a bit about some background noise or something.
Yeah, well, for people watching, questioning how the headsets work, you have the in-ear headset with the earbuds that convey all the game sound and TeamSpeak, and then you have the noise defenders over the top of it, and those ones actually have white noise played for them as well. So when you have that setup, you hear nothing past what's in game and on TeamSpeak. But it's important that the white noise plays through it, or the sound from commentators will bleed through.
Well, Neskvi,
Anatolich and Strike there. I mean,
59 damage on a light tank at the end of the game, 1 kill.
Yeah.
best contribution ever. But still, he is in-game caller here for Tornado usually, so it doesn't matter.
This is another situation where the team logos are very similar to each other when you just glance at the team logos for who comes where.
I preferred when they were Hellraisers and you had like that
Yeah.
red logo, so you could clear it distinct.
Red and black and the yellow and black, yeah. It's like when we have Gunrunners playing against Utopia. It's very similar logos. Focused face there of Kilroyd. It's getting ready around for a round 2 here on Cliff. Team's going to swap position. We're going to see... Oh, look, there's Daki in the screen.
Handsome in his suit.
We're going to see now Navi on the defense, and we're going to see Tornado Energy on the attack. Will Tornado Energy do the same thing?
Well, Tornado has 50% in attack, so that's not that best. Navi has like 78 in defense, so it goes for them. And it's gonna be really hard to dig them out. Tornado actually trying something new here. Interesting 2-1-1-3s, but Navi plays actually defense with Ice 4. We've seen something like that Kazna play with Ice 4. I remember that. I can't remember did they play attack or defense.
Both teams switching up.
This is going to be super interesting to see now. I mean, it takes time to get these 1-1-3s here, but once you get them the cooldown they can provide, and alpha damage is huge to the mediums.
Sever and Griffin sitting down at the bottom of the map there. Navi taking a very defensive approach here, not pushing out too far. It looks like they were expecting perhaps some kind of charge through the middle. Slide at the very far back area.
Well,
He's in the TVP where you expect him to be, yep.
This is the safest position here. The only danger when you play this position with Anatolich is exactly where he aims, from the back of the map. When the mediums come there, they can actually get shots at his turret. He is aware of that, and so is the rest of the Navi. That's why Slive cover it, and that's why actually Rhino is going there, because he can angle in those positions and buy a hell of a lot of time for Navi guys.
Can use the depressions at the side of the map there and hold up himself for a very long time. Now, how are Tornado Energy looking to push on this one, Mojo? What's their angle here?
I really have no idea what's their plan, but they have 2 1-1-3 tanks, so they'll probably try to dominate the middle. I mean, it's really hard to play those around on any other position. They don't have the gun depression, they just need to use the cooldown. And there is quite a big possibility they will just try to push on and take out the Navi in one big swoop, maybe combined from the water side and from the middle.
What's a little bit there? Could you read that quickly about Jador, no?
I actually didn't see. I was watching the minimap.
Okay, so looking at the viewpoint here of Strike, looking across to the hill. It's not spotted at the moment. Anatolich is spotted, Nuclear is spotted, and it's a very passive start to this round here on Cliff compared to the first round we had. There was a bit of an all-out brawl in the middle of the map between the mediums. Applewell doing a lot of blind firing here, trying to feel out anywhere that Navi might be hiding and try and get a lucky shot on someone in a bush.
The other very experienced player from 2011 actually playing, being part of New Star team I mentioned. Yeah, it's just like he sees the outline of a tank.
Yeah.
He doesn't actually have a target.
It's the gun. If he hovers over it, he just sees the gun.
And you can see it would be funny
It
if he
has a
actually
hitbox. Yeah, it has a hitbox, the gun. You could shoot it, but
yeah, good luck hitting
yeah,
that.
good luck doing it. Now, what are you going to do here, Tornado? There must be a plan with the 1-1-3s.
I think they're confused because of Ice 4.
Yeah.
I really think they're confused because of that. Because
what is the IS4, yeah?
That is the problem. Like, Ice 4 can sustain quite a lot of damage. It has a low profile. There we go. They spotted him. They know exactly where is he now, and he can interfere with their problems heavily. They know that. He's going to serve as a buffer zone to protect Anatolich from that side and also to protect TVP from getting spotted. TVP that will be on A5 position. And we know that position from the matches, if you follow the European League, it's really crucial. It's mainly the cover position for everyone on the map because he can shoot pretty much everywhere, and it you need to get really close so you can spot him. Otherwise, it's all about blind shooting, and it's risky. If you blind shoot too much with the Clippers, you lose a lot of initiative.
With the positioning now of Tornado Energy, are they going to risk doing anything like a big push and switching sides up 1-2 line? Or are they fully committed now?
Already 4 minutes are gone. Navi didn't give them a single opening. HP is unscratched. This game will come to that moment when they will actually have to commit and push. The question is only what they want to do. Like I said, there is one possibility to push the center and around, but maybe they will actually try to utilize some tanks from the lower line. But that's also risky.
Yep, I mean, they've got the hill unchallenged, but like, well done, you've got the hill. You peek over the hill, you get shot. So,
hill is important for the later part of the game, not for this. Because you cannot really use hill in this mode. This is not a random game we're playing. These guys know how to protect each other, to aim and so on. So the hill is important when entire engagement starts. You have a good position to damage the guys like that TVP or someone trenched up on who you normally would not have an angle.
Blind fire shots there coming out from Diodor to try and find Slide. But he is sitting perfectly behind a rock and not doing anything to expose himself right now.
Best TVP players on that position never risk. They just sit and wait until there is actual push, and then they position, because TVP will aim anyways fast enough.
Yep, there's no need for them to sit out at the start.
Because in the start of the games before, people were just anxiously aiming and getting blind shotted. Like, that's now a common thing. They need to count it in a gameplay, and they need to preserve their HP. You saw in the last game, Griffon survived on 50 HP, and he was a crucial part in their defense because he took out so much HP.
Yep, he was putting out a huge amount of damage there. Nuclear and Applewell going up the 1-2 line here. Now, Lushat will be spotted here by Kirilloid.
Kirilloid will spot them. They'll probably try to climb up, actually, and maybe do some side shots on Anatolic.
Bit of information there for Tornado Energy as Inspirer gets himself spotted. Lushat sitting over to his right-hand side along with Strike as well, so they have the potential to drop down on those 1-1-3s.
It's not about that. I think they want to take out Anatolic and maybe try to start up like a domino effect on Navi to keep them pinned down on lower part of the map and work on dropping Slide down and then kill IS-4. Like, if they manage to do that in that order, they can win a game. They can pressure the 2-cap. Then all they need to do is defend the high ground. That is the key part of their plan. But we need to see also, Navi must have some answers to that, like how will they rotate their budgets and so on. That's why Server is actually defending 2-line, if you see now. Because he's going to wait to see someone coming in the back of those 1-1-3s, do a couple of shots, follow them, and so on.
Apo Nuclear completely lit here, trying to feel out where the enemy tanks of Navi are, doing a couple of blind shots. We're down to 3 minutes and 20 seconds, so Tornado Energy, if they want to do something, they need to do it soon. Otherwise, Navi are just going to happily run down the clock and then beat out Tornado Energy as they try and close in these final minutes.
Well, patience is Navi's game, that's for sure. They're in no hurry, they're also defending, so why would they do anything? It's Tornado's job and business and their role here to attack and take the round.
You can see Server's moved up now as well. He's still being spotted by Kirilloid, backs off. Kirilloid not shooting. Very key thing here, not giving away his position. No need for him to do that. He needs to give his team as much information as possible. Apo Nuclear now rotating down the bottom mojo, and this could provide them, this actually could subject them to a lot of crossfire here.
But Navi knows that because they were still spotted when they went down, so Navi should expect his Slide, should also have some shots. And look at the damage coming on Nuclear here.
Nuclear taking absolute pummeling there. A Slide, Lushat able to get shots into him. Neski went over into the middle trying to do a rush suicide spot as he gets shot at as well. Lushat, though, in return is taking a massive amount of damage, down to 402 health here on Navi. He needs to start getting his last 2 shots out as Apo picks up the kill on him, so first blood here going to Tornado Energy, but look at the damage they're taking in return for this push. Less than almost 2 minutes on the clock here as the fight is going in full tilt right now. Server is rushing into Kirilloid, trying to get another shot out. He takes him down, so Navi have down lost 2 tanks. Tornado Energy still have all their guns in the game right now. Neski still alive with a sliver of health at 7 HP. Mojo, is this too little too late, however?
Time is definitely ticking away. Inspirer made a great move because he actually jumped over on this side. He will be a thorn in the back of Tornado. There is a first victim here, Nesqui, but he's just a 1390. We need to pay attention, not even to heavy tanks. The tanks like Server, Griffon, Diador, what will they do with their budgets?
Slide at the back, a really important tank we were talking about there, getting a kill there into Tornado Energy, but now he goes down. Oh no, he's still alive at the moment as well, so it is 3 on 5, and it looks like this push from Tornado Energy, Mojo, might do it, but they are running out of time. They need to hurry up and finish these tanks of Navi.
1 minute and 20, that's actually more than enough. They will pressure the cap soon and they will boost it up. This is going really well for them. Strike needs to take care of Applewall. Then, the only guy that is actually in position to play properly here is Inspirer.
Applewell getting taken out there by Strike. Strike still surviving, so there still is 3 tanks alive. But look at this. Tornado Energy have started the cap. Navi, what can you do here? Server picks up a double kill, taking out Slide. That was the one that could have done the cap reset, Mojo. Now it's all or nothing from Navi. Inspire and Strike. What can he do to get in here? You have Diador, Griffin, Server near you. Still alive here for Tornado Energy. Cap down to 25 seconds. Who's going to be the one to come in and do it? Server is pretty much on a one-shot as he goes in to do it.
It's all about Inspirer, actually. He will have to suicide. He will have to suicide to decap. And this is the problem. Strike needed to survive in order for him to just go and decap blindly. Oh, 2-0 for Tornado on a start. This is hell of an opening.
This is extremely strong here for Tornado Energy, and it is definitely not the start that Navi wanted. I did actually want to say at the start, we were talking about it potentially going to tiebreaker, but when we were saying that, I was thinking to myself, it would actually be quite funny and in a way entertaining as well if we just saw a straight 7-1 or 7-0, just an absolute dominance. And these teams do have the potential to be able to wreck each other like that, just to get an advantage and go with it.
I don't think so. I really don't think either of these is capable of just stomping the other team. I mean, they're too close in skill. So yeah, Navi failed here on Cliff, that's for sure. But there will be other maps they can come back to also, even if some of them is on match point, and Tornado was on last season on match point for a bit. Like, they had a game, they had a match, they had everything, and they still lost.
Well, what can happen on the next match? Navi looking super serious here. It's always hard, I think, to gauge the emotions of the Russian teams compared to the European teams or the American teams.
This guy just saw too many tournaments.
They're just straight-faced every time. I mean, even when they win, even when they're at the stage lineup at the start, it's always, you know, super emotional. No keyboard here, using looks like the Logitech thing that I have at home, I think G13, rather than using the keyboard for left and right. Likely for quicker repairs as well, depending on how he's got the key set up.
I really wouldn't know. I never actually tried one of those.
It's good for MMO games, but I would never think of using it for World of Tanks. I mean, you can control movement with your thumbstick, and then you can have buttons for the left and right. But yeah, I would never expect to see something like that in World of Tanks.
Oh, why not? Actually, everything is handy. Everything is there. He can use a lot of quick slots. Mm-hmm. So why not? I just never bothered thinking about it because for me, keyboard is good enough.
Yeah, I mean, it really depends on the layout. I mean, it's for people watching at home, the players here use their own mouse and keyboard. Mouse mats, we saw somebody EU finals not using a mouse mat, and it was triggering people in chat.
Yeah, it's really odd.
Strange way to play it. But everyone with their own custom mouses. You'll see one of the guys actually has one of the World of Tanks mouse mats there, which means he has a Hydro.
Well, the thing is, guys, when you come to the finals and you play like this, normal thing is every player gets assigned one SSD hard drive. He installs his drivers for his equipment there, and that SSD is pretty much locked. You can't do anything with it, yep. but he is responsible for it, and you just sit down, plug it in a computer, and off you go.
That way everyone has their specific settings locked in them when they sit down. Top damage here being Server, 3 kills, 2.7 damage, 2.8, I do apologise, Mojo. Then near you, 2.6.
That would
kills.
be 2.5.
You say, oh man, I can
because
never
it's
win.
Closer to lower value.
I can never win with you. I can never win with
lower
you.
Value.
But yeah, those two carrying the team. Diador right behind them as well.
But these yellow cards are really distracting. Like I'm having, I know the names, so I can differ them. But on a first glance, like, hey, everyone is from the same team.
For me, it's getting mixed up sometimes. Just seeing the attack and defend, like I was saying at the end there. Oh no, you know, Slide's the only one that can reset, and then I realised just as you came in that I was talking about completely the wrong player. So getting thrown a little bit by not being familiar with the RU teams compared to the EU teams. But
Rhino really didn't pay off in that IS4 in this game because Tornado made the right choice, completely bypassed him, went from another side. But here we go. Next map, Murovanka.
That's a wide selection of tanks here from Navi. I mean, they've only got 17% win ratio here on attack. They're taking a Mouse, an IS-7, triple Batcha, an E50M, and then an Udez.
Well, 17% or not, they did win the last attack on the match they played. completely new tactics out of them, nothing even similar even in a tank pick compared to what they played. Mouse i7 E50M, E50M being a great DPM machine against heavy tanks because really good alpha, accuracy and heat ammo.
Neski picking his bush. Always a vital place for the defending team, which bush they're going to hide in. He's set up there in the AMX 1390.
This is really interesting. They are using Udes in attack. I mean, Udes has a decent gun. He can pen most of the things covering his teammates, but also his super low silhouette is actually better than any of the light if you want to cap.
Yeah, I was thinking like maybe would he use him down the K line, see how far can he like perhaps get further up the K line in other tanks or something. But
Look, that gun is really serious. He's like 390 alpha. That's quite a lot. That's like E50M.
it's good at tier 8, yeah.
Yeah, and his high pen, like about 330 with gold, without even almost 290, 288, something like that. So really good gun. Of course, it is a bummer when you have to go to siege in out of mode. But when you're capping, you're not in a siege mode. You're really just like a flat, almost like a surface.
LeSha getting spotted here, Mojo, does that give a huge amount of information to Navi regarding how he got spotted?
Yeah, of course, he gives them a trigger. Like they're gonna first check is there any trap going on this part of the map. If it's not, they're gonna know there is an aggressive spotter toward them. And a good team like them should know which part of the bushes should be in a question. Like we know that Kazna is really expert in that.
Yeah.
From the Europe. Stefan is usually the guy who finds them rather easily. But considering Navi has only like 17% win rate in attack, maybe those bush identification process is not their strongest point. We are going to see.
Right now they're probably shooting at like Jane K3 instead.
At the moment they look very scared because that i7 is not proceeding, being scared that he will get tracked and killed somewhere there on the brink of the water.
Oh!
Opala! They actually did connect one shot.
Is a connection there into Neski now? Did they know they hit him or not? He's starting to move. Very bold thing to do. He changes bush unspotted.
That was the smartest thing to do because he would probably receive